but just the vocabulary and the mannerism that they use to explain these extremely complex concepts. So I was extremely impressed. Certainly, every time I come through the Sharpie's presentations, I felt I learned a lot, especially this time, I must say. So you have a very special crew here. So let me try to summarize a little bit. Of course, to close this session, the most important thing is to thank people. So let me first thank Avi, who's already taking care of SHARP program, as I mentioned in the welcoming session already. This is our 6th year, so he's really worked out all the bugs in the system, and everything is really extremely smooth. And we'd like to thank our super mentor, Aaron. Sorry, I put you in chemistry, but you are in physics. As you know, I'm an engineer. Sorry, that's a mistake, but you look like a chemist. That's absolutely a compliment. But it's also fantastic. But from engineering, it's a long distance, yeah? So, of course, we should thank Evie. Also for 6 years, and from Berkeley High, she's a chemist. Yeah. Yes. See, that's why I thought everybody should be a chemist. And I always feel that I'm so short on chemistry. I just like to tackle along in one of your class later on. So our mentors are from 9 different laboratories. And I think today most of them are here. I'd like to give them one chance to stand up, please. All the mentors. Today you saw the fruit, please take a seat, the fruit of your hard labor. You spoke out and taught them the different vocabulary, different concept, and now you heard it coming back to you after 4 weeks. It's not an echo. It was digested and came out in their own languages and animation. Isn't that impressive? Because I know. I have heard of some of the concepts before, and this is the first time, and usually it's to my surprise. The explanation is really fantastic and very, very, very new. And of course, we also want to thank Dr. Sharnia, artist. She's not here with us, right? But she has been working with our mentors here. She's an educator of outreach. But anyway, these are the photos of the 9 professors where your mentors come from. So I want to thank them for allowing us to have the mentors here to be with you on this training. And without their full support, and this is all from different laboratories and different departments, physics, chemistry, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. And so without them, we wouldn't be here. So we want to thank them. And so thank our NSF support and our College of Engineering. Those of you who are interested in applying to College of Engineering, let me give a plug. I'm an engineer. Our College of Engineering is really one of the best. You can see ranking, but something is more than ranking, is the environment. That doesn't show up on U.S. World News and Report or any other survey like that. It is our people here. Our people are so welcoming, as you have already experienced firsthand. And we have so many more cutting-edge research, especially in the center, Citrus Center. So I very much hope you will take the opportunity to look at this. So now let's summarize and see whether we all remember all the interesting things we learned. We first learned from Vanessa that laser spot on graphene has certain impact, and she used finite element model to model the thermal distribution. This will have impact actually for using graphene as an optoelectronic tool, modulator, for example, is one, and heat sinking, taking away the heat from devices, is yet another one. So Apurva showed us the grating coupler, vertical to in-plane grating couplers, and she had fantastic simulation results as well as experimental results. I was just commenting on her poster just now that a few weeks ago it was nothing. Nothing, and now we saw light coming out of these couplers. It's extremely exciting, and we certainly would very much like to see more work on this regard. And Jose showed us the Q-tip and his hard labor about building the resonator instrument, and but he has fantastic success in making silver tip, which is sharp. Where is he? Okay, he's way in the back there. He said tips are really not so sharp, and they are blunt, and they were burnt in the beginning, and later on they became all sharp after his process. And the drawback is that if they are too sharp or otherwise, they can be bent, and while taking out the Teflon tubing. What I want to say is that this is exactly, these are experiences that we learn from experiments, but also I want to bring it back is that you guys are all sharp, right? Maybe I want to say you're blunt before and now you're sharp. Okay, so after lots of tries. And Rebecca also showed us about sharp tips, and she used a different chemical process that she was experimenting, and also many hundreds of times, maybe tens of times. How many times did you say you did the experiments? Where did you? Yeah.
But like tens, probably like.
Okay, tens. But your parameter had 5 sets times 2, at least 20, times 4, at least 20 times. And finally, she got really very, very sharp tips. These are all fantastic results that eventually will be very useful for scanning tunneling microscope or AFM or other applications like such. And we saw radiation can be enhanced by antenna, and the closer you put them, the higher the resistance, and yet the brighter they are, and this is reported by Rio. And this also is a lesson in life, isn't it? The harder it is, or the higher the resistance, the brighter we will be. And so we like to thank her to teach us philosophy at the same time. Okay, Sam was building his trapped resonator for quantum information and trapped ions, and he trapped some calcium ions, right? Is it calcium?
Yep.
Yes, calcium ions. And but he's really interested in where is that calcium? Okay, usually you all sit in the first row. Okay, yeah. So he has never built a resonator, let alone knowing resonator, right? And now you can trap calcium ions, and he told us he's calcium, and we all believed him. All right. So Megan showed us and explained in detail her all the terminology here: femtosecond, XUV, transient, absorption of strong field, ionization of molecular bromine. Anybody remembered all the explanation? Maybe you remember, that's actually, there's a subtitle, and that's her topic, which she used CO2 laser to burn these 2 holes, and she had to make them just exactly right so that it can fit into that cavity. And so this is about 200 micron, although one of them is 150, the other one is 470. So, but she already burned many of them, and was educated by the happy mentor here. Ian was characterizing long wavelength laser, but this laser is not your unique ordinary laser. It's a nanopillar. the indium gallium arsenide nanopillar sitting directly grown on silicon by his mentor Fan Lu here. And the two of them are measuring this photoluminescence out of the indium gallium arsenide nanopillar. And this is the system that he explained. Do you all remember all the detail, every single part? That was really impressive, I must say, because I don't remember half of them. So this is fantastic. I know you have cheat sheets, right? No? Okay, great. But I do know that two people cannot work simultaneously in the photoluminescence lab. So I think they just posed for the picture. All right. So Kevin showed us about modeling of electrostatics in semiconductor junction. This is very ambitious, actually, because lots of books need to be studied. Lots of equations, and he has an ambitious goal that he wants to incorporate all kinds of metals and materials, semiconductors, and to plot out. I must say this is very, very useful. I would very much like to see this program being made available. So I would encourage you, you had 938 codes or something like that?
Yeah.
Is it? Something like that, 950 lines, only 38 comments, right? So maybe I'd like to encourage you to add more comments. So, that so finally, HCG lens design, high contrast grating lens design, and Vincent did a great job with his video, this time worked with his video, and the lens indeed does focus, and he had FDTD simulation, and I particularly love his explanation of the high contrast grating and the test measurement that he had done. So it's really very, very exciting, and we hope with this kind of work, eventually it can be all planarized. All optics will be revised and made onto a planar substrate, and that is silicon. And finally, Trevor showed us, what is that thing called? Gee, I suddenly forgot. What's the term? Miracle, yes. Okay, miracle. Yes, miracle. To write his name, Trevor. But of course, he showed a lot of different grating functions and so on. We hope these masks will arrive and continue this extremely interesting work on the gratings. I think there's a lot of gratings in particular in this batch of Sharpies, and I think it's something that, of course, I feel very, very excited about, and I hope that we can all have a chance to continue the discussion. And finally, last but not the least, Brian showed us how potentially a graphene blanket can be made to hold biomolecules and to reinvent, if you will, microscope. And what he showed here, or what he called, is a graphene sandwich. So I can understand why they call it sandwich, because we certainly every day or every Friday offer free lunch, and that's usually a sandwich. But graphene sandwich to hold biomolecules as a fantastic potential future for a new microscope, and we certainly appreciate the explanations and so on. So I hope with this, all this work that you have reviewed today, that you have all learned or got a taste of research. If you look at the word, the definition of research on Wikipedia, it says it's a search of knowledge or any systematic investigation to search to establish facts, or to find facts. But I like to tell my students, research is simply, James.
A lot of blood?
No.
I think I said that last time when you...
Research?
What's that?
Me search?
Me search. What is me search?
It's
Well,
like...
the saying in academia is research is me search. So by what you research, you're actually like looking into yourself.
Ah, that's good. No, that's not what I said, but I like it.
You said something about a.
research. What is research? Search and search again. Yes. Search, you don't find it, you search again. That's research. Okay? So if you find research is really like a whole bunch of people, whole bunch of blind people, if you will, trying to describe what you have. That could be an elephant. And one person could be measuring the elephant's tail, and another person could be the trunk, the nose, and so on. Everybody gets only one small aspect of it, and we as a group, as a community, build it together. And hopefully, through many people's eyes, through different directions, we search and search and search again, and finally find the right picture. And so therefore, research definitely involves lots of what? Disappointment, failure, yes, you're all right, yes. Things that don't work, yes. Or, Edison says?
Edison says,
I have not failed, I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work.
Yeah, you just found some ways that it didn't work, or 10,000 or whatever. But it is about learning from repetition. Repeating, but of course you don't repeat the same mistakes. But you just keep at it. And maybe it involves a lot of burning holes and washing dishes and doing repeated things. And maybe it looks so boring. Okay, washing dishes is not fun. But through washing dishes, you will get to that new microscope that discover DNA and so on and so forth. So I hope you get the taste of it and you love it. And so finally, I think this is what I add. Research is fun, and I hope you also feel research is really cool. So to close, I want to congratulate you, and I'd like you to be proud. Because this is a moment, you should always take a moment in life to stop and say, I'm really proud. It's okay to be proud. Why? Because you're fast. Yeah, you accomplished a lot in a short time. And why? Because you're sharp. It's all reasons to be proud of. But it's also important to feel humble. Why? Because, gosh, there's still so much I don't know. Right? There's still so much I need to learn. There's so many people I need to learn from. So be humble. And I also want you to be remembering all these burning holes or failed resonators and so on, signal to noise, no signal but lots of noise, and so on. And that is just a signal that tells you that you need to be perseverant and until you get to that goal. Okay, so this is our happy day, happy group, and I'd like to thank all of you. And with this, I'd like to congratulate you and close the session. I think you're in great company. Please do keep in touch. Please, whatever using your Facebook or other means, that's beyond me, but keep in touch. And we like to see more of you at Berkeley on campus as an undergraduate student and graduate student and professors, maybe. Okay, with that, I thank you.